Assalamualaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So, topic here we will discuss today it is the process of electrolytic refining. Basically, electrolytic refining is the process in which the metal that is present in the impure form it is converted into the pure form by the use of the cell. That cell is known as the electrolytic cell, and the process we called as electrolytic process. So by the use of the electrolytic cell and in the presence of electrolyte, the electrolytic process just done to refine the metal. So here we will discuss the electrolytic refining of the copper metal. If we have a copper metal and it is present in the impure form or some type of impurities are present in it, then we can be able to refine that metal by the electrolytic process. So by definition, it is a process in which the impure metal is converted into the pure metals by the use of the electrolytic cell. This is known as a simple process of electrolytic refining. So the cell that we use here, it will be the electrolytic cell, and the main purpose of the electrolytic cell is to convert the electrical energy into chemical energy, or the electrical energy is being used to drive a chemical reaction. This is known as the electrolytic cell. So here we have the process of electrolytic refining or the electrolytic cell for the refining. Its construction is very simple to know, that is same to the electrolytic cell. It consists of basically an anode that is having positive charge and the cathode that is having negative charge. And the ends are attached to the battery to positive and the negative terminal. Here, the pure copper will act as a cathode and the impure copper rod that is having some impurities and it needed to be converted into the pure form, it will be made as anode. Now what just happened, the pure impure copper will comes into the solution as Cu positive 2 by losing its electrons over there. Now these electrons will move from anode towards the cathode. When these electrons will move over there, now the copper which is present in the form of Cu positive 2, it goes towards the cathode and gains the electron and started to deposit over the surface of the pure copper metal. In this way, all the impure copper will comes into the solution by the process of oxidation that just takes place at the anode, and it will goes towards the pure copper electrode where it gains the electrons and undergoes the process of reduction. So this was a simple process of the electrolytic cell that can be used for the refining of the copper, and all that just happened in the electrolytic cell in which the oxidation and the reductions takes place at the same time. So overall the type of reaction that is happening in this, it is the redox reaction. And the most important thing that you guys need to learn, that always anode will act as the oxidation end or the oxidation part. On the other hand, the cathode side always works as the reduction end, and the electrons will always move from anode to cathode. This is the flow of electrons that you guys must keep it in mind. And the electrolyte that we are going to use over there is copper sulfate. So the electrode that we are going to use, its salt must be the electrolyte, or its aqueous solution must be the electrolyte, not there as electrodes are of copper and we are using over there nickel or the silver. No, both the salt of or the salt of that metal in its aqueous form, it must be used as an electrolyte, and it must be same to the electrode that is working here for the conduction of the electrons from anode towards the cathode. Then we have some reactions for this process. Here, the two reactions will take place at the both ends of the cell, which is anode and cathode. As cathode, anode is made up of impure copper. That impure copper will comes into the solution as Cu positive 2 by losing the electrons. So here will be the process of oxidation. On the other hand, when it comes into the solution, here we have in the aqueous solution, it gains the two electrons from cathode and get deposited over its surface as a copper solid. So here the process of gain of electrons takes place. So it is known as the reduction process, and overall this process is known as the redox reaction that takes place in this electrolytic cell. And the impurities that are present in this copper, they will maybe settle down at the beaker, bottom of the beaker, and in this way the anodic copper will be removed and the pure copper will be gained over the cathodic end. So this was a very simple topic about the electrolytic refining of the copper. In this way we can get a lot of metals that can be refined by using the same way. So electroplating, it is, or electrolytic refining, it is a chemical process. It can be used for different types of metals, like we can use it for the chromium, we can use it for the zinc, we can use it for the silver and all other. So this is the simple electrolytic refining. Refining mean we are going to convert the substance from impure to pure form. I hope you guys understand, and if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section and I will get back to you guys soon. The next topic that we will discuss, it is the comparison of iron oxide and the aluminum oxide layers over the metal surfaces. For that time, you guys keep learning and have a good day.